Hello there, you're very welcome to Midday. Well, on the show today, does the Catholic Church's position on homosexuality encourage homophobia or give comfort to anti-gay thugs? We'll debate the issue as a war of words breaks out between the Church. And Labour leader Eamon Gilmore. Should parents drink or get drunk in front of their children? What about bringing them to the pub? Well, we'll discuss a new survey that's found that half of children have seen their parents drunk. And pray and display as car park danger to regular viewers of TV3. It's stylist and model agent Celia Holman-Lee, and of course recent the Salon winner as well. And completing your lineup today, it's broadcaster Emma Buckley. No stranger to eagle-eyed Ireland AM viewers because, of course, a long time ago. Okay, we leave it there. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us, ladies, and of course you at home for tuning in today. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the Catholic Church and homosexuality today. Does their stance on homosexuality encourage homophobia or give comfort to anti-gay thugs, as Eamon Gilmore said? We'd especially love to hear from you if you're gay. How does the Church's view affect you in any way? Let us know if you drink in front of your children. Have you been drunk in front of them? Do you bring them to the pub at the weekends? Or let us know if you think it's wrong to charge people who want to climb Croagh Patrick car parking charges. Are we scaring tourists away? Of course you can. Car parking charges. Are we scaring tourists away? Of course you can join the debate on Facebook. The details are up on screen right now, or you can get in touch with us 1530 999933, or text us MD first followed by a comment to 53131, or you can email us midday@tv3.ie. Or text us MD first followed by a comment to 53131, or you can email us midday@tv3.ie. Now, Ireland's golden couple, Brian O'Driscoll and Amy Huberman, tied the knot over the weekend in Lochrin in County Leitrim. Let's have a look at some of the snaps. Fiona, I just really now, they didn't put a foot wrong, did they? We like looking at those photos. Emma, wasn't it just, I was drooling over the photos of the weekend.
And you know what, they just seem so in love and so genuine. And I think I'm the same as you, Fiona. I'm like a bit poo-pooed with weddings and stuff like that. But when I saw that, I just could, you know, that they weren't doing it with some sort of ulterior motive for their careers. You know, it was just genuine.
Apparently the dress was a Welsh designer, but she got it in Myrtle Ivory in Dublin, and then the bridesmaids then were the Fiji. Fiona Heaney, I think, is the designer there.
No, so it was great that she did.
Homophobic bullying. The Church has responded in a strongly worded letter in the Irish Examiner this morning, saying it is a serious, unacceptable and unfounded distortion of the truth for anyone to suggest that support for Christian marriage is contributing to homophobic bullying and assaults on gay people. So just to be clear about what we're actually talking about, last week the Labour leader Eamon Gilmore, he did an interview with the Irish Examiner, and he said that homosexuality was as important as protecting the rainforests. We have many examples, he said, where there is not only discrimination against gay people, but there has been nasty homophobic bullying and assaults on gay people, and I think that opinions like that give comfort to that. So that's what Eamon Gilmore said about the Church's position on homophobia, on gay people and homophobia and homophobic bullying. Now, bashing, I mean, you heard the remarks there from the Church in the paper today, and what they actually said was men and women with homosexuality tendencies must be accepted with respect, compassion and sensitivity.
Yeah, and also the Church...
The Catholic Church actually says, and what it says in the Bible about homosexuality, in Leviticus it says, if a man also lieth with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall purely be put to death, their blood shall be upon them. And in Deuteronomy it says the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth to the Bible.
You know, that was written thousands and thousands of years ago, and everything in Leviticus is bonkers. Menstruation is a sin in Leviticus. So, you know, just for people who maybe don't know,
what I always think, Bible literally.
What I always think is interesting, you know, from my point of view, obviously I've, you know,
yesterday, it was the weekend before, wasn't it? It was on the weekend before. I've lost complete faith in the Catholic Church, says an emailer, because of their views on homosexuality. I'm not gay, and none of my close friends or family are, but everyone is equal. And in this day and age, I think the Church's attitude is nothing short of disgusting, or in a pub setting. Well, Celia, you've obviously drunk in front of your two children.
Well, I have, but I think the thing here is drunk.
Yeah.
Drinking isn't a problem. I think being drunk is probably the problem here. You know, in a sense that, of course, you know.
1530 999933. We'll do our best to wear as many as possible. Let's go to the phones.
Listen about the Catholic Church, divorced.
All right, this is an interesting text that came in from a texter who says she's a young watcher. There's an all-girls school in Kerry who had their debs last week, and the students were told that they weren't allowed to bring another girl, as in a lesbian couple. It's getting married in August, and they told the priest they're 10 years together and have 2 children, don't want to do the pre-marriage course. The priest who did the mass said, no problem, that's fine. The parish priest who knows them all there had no problem with it, so they told him that they weren't doing it, but he wasn't happy. Fiona, it's not just old lady with rosary beads who listen to the pub being drunk, and lots of more comments coming in on those issues, so keep them coming. We'd love to hear from you. Now we're going to move on. Pilgrims hoping to climb Croagh Patrick will soon be charged for car parking the church, which would be €1 for the first hour and 50 cents parking the church, which would be €1 for the first hour and 50 cents for the next 3 hours, has been criticised by some local councillors who say it will discourage tourists and also lead to on-road parking. It comes on the back of the introduction last week of a charge on visiting the cliffs of Moher. Emma, what do you think? Well, it comes on the back of the introduction last week of a charge on visiting the cliffs of Moher. Emma, what do you think?
Well, are they going to make money out of it?
Very small amounts. If it's €1 for an hour and then 50 cents then for the next.
And how long exactly does it take to climb Croagh Patrick?
You're asking the wrong person.
Doesn't it take about 7 hours or something like that?
I'm not sure.
It's a whole day, isn't it?
Parking outside the churches. I know there was controversy years ago when I think people were ringing up Joe Duffy saying the car had been clamped and they were making the effort to go to Mass, and didn't the Catholic Church need all the business they could get in this day and age? Does it happen? I know the church is near where I live in this day and age. Does it happen? I know the church is near where I live, there would be cars up on the footpaths and they're not clamped.
No, I haven't seen it, not at all, not in Limerick anyway. I haven't seen that.
The
cars being
sort
clamped, people going to Mass.
Blind eye.
There would be an absolute riot, I'd say, if they did.
People celebrate being Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Is there anything wrong with it? Also, I think everyone has done something against what the Bible technically says. So why is it that because you're gay you can't marry in the church? People who've had sex before marriage get married in the church. People who've committed crimes, etc. Everyone has the right to march for what they believe in. So what's wrong with gay pride? It's done all over the world once. It's done all over the world once a year. Lots of comments coming in. Celia saying it's lovely to see you, because all the viewers know you from Ireland AM, and congratulations on winning Celebrity Salon, which was a big coup. It was fantastic for you. And lots more comments coming in beside. Anyone want to see it? Are we going to see what's coming up in Expose at the moment? We're not going up to see what's coming in Expose in a couple of minutes. But Fiona, you were just talking about bringing the kids to the cliffs of Moher and all the hot spots around the country. And Dingle, you said, is fascinating in the Shannon estuary for dolphin.
Oh, dolphin watching, both. You can do it kind of on a scientific boat that leaves from Carriga Hole.
Dolphin watching. My thanks indeed to Fiona, to Sarah, to Celia and to Emma for coming into us this Monday. We'll see you at the same time tomorrow, 10 to 12. See you then. Bye-bye.